Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here today for some recommendations. We have a Scream Factory Shout Factory sale currently going on until May the 19th. So hopefully I'm going to get this out on Tuesday, so you'll have a good 6 days to partake in this sale going off of these recommendations. But even like beyond the sale, like these are still good titles to own. I just want to make sure like you get the best deal possible in this sale. So I will link the sale down below. Now, the sale is for members of the Shout Factory Scream Factory site. So I did a video a few weeks ago just telling you guys how to sign up or showing you guys how to sign up. So you can go back and reference that video, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Just get on the Scream Factory website and the members tab is usually up towards the top. But all the ones that I'm going to be recommending today are under $20. So this to me is like one of the best Scream Factory Shout Factory sales that they've ever had. Like usually it's kind of a joke when they do a sale, like they're still like 22, 23 bucks or something like that. And it's like now at this point, like their new Scream Factory 4Ks are going for $34, $35. So like that is a sale still. But some of these titles are going for $17, $18. So I wanted to highlight some of those and just let you guys know, just point you in the right direction of maybe you're new to Scream Factory, maybe you don't know much about them or what they have to offer, of just some really solid titles that they've done in the past. But before we get into it, guys, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate that. I'm always trying to keep you guys up to date on the latest and greatest in physical media, reviews for new 4K titles, sale recommendations like this, just general recommendations, news updates, like everything physical media. If you like that kind of stuff, that kind of content, hit that subscribe button. And then let me know in the comment section below, guys. Did you partake in the sale? Are you going to partake in the sale? What did you get? What are you going to get? Let me know all that stuff in the comment section below. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with this. I think this is starting with a bang. And I freaking love this movie. This has moved up to be like at least in my top 5 John Carpenter movies. But They Live with Rowdy Roddy Piper is a freaking banger of a movie, sci-fi action horror movie, however you want to describe it. It's got a 15-minute wrestling sequence in an alleyway. Freaking love that. But you got Keith David in the film as well, who's fantastic. And yeah, if you haven't seen They Live, I don't know what to tell you, but this is the 4K Steelbook, and the 4K Steelbook is great. It's got beautiful artwork, but the 4K Steelbook is actually cheaper than the regular 4K in this particular sale. This is going for $17.49 right now currently. So that's why I'm recommending the Steelbook and not just the general 4K, which has the original poster art and it looks great as well. But like this to me is one of the best, like artwork wise, steelbooks that Scream Factory has ever done. So I say like it's a win-win. Like if you get this steelbook, like you're winning, because I think this is the best thing that one of the best steelbooks they've ever done. And it's cheaper than the regular 4K. But yeah, the 4K, guys, one of the best John Carpenter movies, but the 4K is astonishing. It looks fantastic. So I can't recommend it enough. And there's several like moments in this movie, like the black and white stuff and just like the actual aliens themselves and some of the visuals and stuff in the movie, guys, that was made for 4K. And this movie absolutely delivers in 4K. I came to kick ass and chew bubblegum. That whole sequence, 100% delivers. But yeah, gorgeous steelbook that is going for $17.49 right now on the sale. In my opinion, that's a steal. Now I'm doing 10 titles. That's what I usually do with these videos, guys, 10 titles. But for this next one that I'm recommending, I am doing 5 and 1 basically, because I did 2 of these and I was like, I just need to recommend all these because they're all great. But the Halloween 4Ks, Halloween 1 through 5, because 6, 7, and 8 were done in a box set together, which is also in the sale, but it's not under $20. I think it's going for 65 bucks, and that's also on Amazon as well. But yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch of Halloween on 4K. Now you're not going to get these hard boxes, I don't think, anymore, because this was pretty exclusive and limited to when these came out. But I think I've heard that some of the hard boxes are still available. But this is the, first Halloween, of course, another John Carpenter film classic. Who doesn't know Halloween? Looks great on 4K. But you also have Halloween 2, which Scream Factory did new features for these back in 2012 when they first did the Blu-ray, and those are on here. And I want to say that this, I thought this had the TV cut, but maybe it doesn't. It says TV and radio spots, but it's got Horror Hollow Ground. It's got new interviews, making of Halloween 2, featuring the director Rick Rosenthal, Dick Warlock. So yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff on here, guys. Again, they did it up big when because when Scream Factory first came out of the gate, they released with this movie and this next movie I'm going to talk about, Halloween 3. And they did like making of documentaries and all kinds of great stuff with these. So if you're really into Halloween franchise, but you haven't really dove into the boutique label stuff, like you can't go wrong with these two editions because they really stack these with special features, especially Halloween 3, which just looks phenomenal in 4K. But Halloween 2 looks really good as well. But yeah, like I said, guys, I think Halloween 3 is the one I heard people are still getting the hard box for, which makes sense that one didn't sell as well because it's kind of the black sheep of the franchise, even though it's kind of gained popularity over the years. But yeah, I think I heard somebody got the hard box with this one still. But yeah, we got Halloween 2, Halloween 3 on 4K. And then we got Halloween 4 and we got Halloween 5 on 4K, which these did not look great on Blu-ray. I have them on DVD. Of course, they did not look great on DVD. When I watched these, they blew my mind just how great they look. Because I've been watching the Halloween movie since VHS. And I've seen Halloween 4 a minimum of 60 times. This is the one I watched the most as a kid. It's my first Halloween film I ever saw. And when I first saw this in 4K, I'm like, oh my God, this is just freaking awesome. Like, I've never seen this movie look this way before. And Halloween 5 looks great as well. And I want to say that these have, yeah, they have their own making ofs as well. Maybe they came out when they did the box set release back in the day, because I don't think they were brand new when the 4Ks came out. But yeah, you can't go wrong with either one of these. You can't go wrong with all 5 of these. And they're all going for $18.49 a piece right now in the sale. And I mean, if you're a Halloween fan, if you're into these movies, guys, like you gotta have these editions in your collection for sure. Now, getting into the next recommendation, I've got another Steelbook, and that is Red Dawn. Now I have not opened this. Now, back in the day, this was a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. I probably paid like $35 to get this Steelbook, but I did buy the regular edition as well. And this is what I reviewed on the channel back in the day. I'm pretty sure I got a review for this 4K on the channel. I got a review for a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about here today. But yeah, I watched the 4K of this, but I was so in love with this Steelbook when they came out with it. I had to go to Best Buy and pick this one up too. And I might have got it on a deal. It might have been on sale or something like that, but $17.49 to get Red Dawn on 4K, which is a phenomenal 4K. And I think this does have new features as well. A look back at Red Dawn, including stories from co-star Doug Toby, casting directors, and all that stuff. So it's got a good amount of features in it. The 4K is phenomenal. This Steelbook, I can't show you. I haven't unboxed. Should I just unbox this, guys? I'm going to take it out of the plastic. I'm not the type to keep stuff in the plastic. I'm really not. But I am kind of, nostalgic for that Best Buy sticker right there. I might keep that. So let's do an unboxing of the Steelbook, because I've never done it on the channel. But it's a beautiful Steelbook, guys. Beautiful, gorgeous Steelbook. You got Patrick Swayze on the cover, Leah Thompson, C. Thomas Howell, Charlie Sheen, Jennifer Grey. Like, oh my goodness, the cast in this movie is incredible. But you got the, the parachuters coming in right there, which is really cool. Open it up, and you got some interior artwork and all that. So it's a beautiful Steelbook. Like I said, They Live's great, or it might be one of their best, but this one's also one of their best. It's so good, in fact, that it made me double dip on the film. And Red Dawn's a great film. 1984, like such an iconic movie is this one. But yeah, Red Dawn, that's a steal, guys. These Steelbooks are $17.49. That is an absolute steal in the sale. And next up, I've got a lot of John Carpenter, because he's done a lot of stuff through Shout Factory and Scream Factory. But we have Escape from New York, which is a classic John Carpenter movie with Kurt Russell. I love this movie. I actually didn't grow up watching this. I think I saw Escape from LA, I want to say in the drive-in movie theater when I was a kid. And I wasn't the biggest fan. I don't think I ever rewatched it. And I thought that this was along the same line, so I never went back and watched Escape from New York. It wasn't until years later that I checked this movie out, probably on the old like Scream Factory Blu-ray back in the day. And I fell in love with it. And this is like definitely, this might be my top 5 as well for Carpenter films. But I love Escape from New York. Like the score, the music in this movie is so good. But yeah, this 4K right now in the sale is going for $18.49. Another great 4K. Like Scream Factory really did the Carpenter 4Ks right. And I want to say Studio Canal did the 4K of this. I also think that they did They Live, and another one that I'm getting ready to talk about here in a second. But the 4K is outstanding. Great picture quality on this one. And yeah, for 1849 for Escape from New York on 4K is freaking incredible. Absolute steal. And this thing is loaded, guys. This is a 3 disc set right here. So you got a Blu-ray, a 4K, and you got a Blu-ray with tons of special features. And yes, this one does have the infamous audio commentary with John Carpenter and Kurt Russell, which every time they get together, like their commentaries are just legendary and awesome. But yeah, Escape from New York, highly recommend this one on 4K for sure. And next up, guys, I don't own this on 4K, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it probably looks great on 4K, but that's The Prince of Darkness. And what I can tell you is this movie's super cool. It's not in my top 5 Carpenters, but I do enjoy the movie a lot. But this has some incredible features. You got a new interviews with John Carpenter, Alice Cooper. You got an audio commentary with John Carpenter as well. And yeah, really solid Blu-ray right here that I'm sure looks great on 4K, but I'm recommending it because the 4K is actually 1749. And since I need it, I might actually grab it finally in the sale. But I think this one was another one that Studio Canal did in the UK before Screen Factory got their hands on it as well. So yeah, definitely need to get this one in 4K. I'm sure it looks great, but 1749, like I had to talk about it because that's such a great deal for a John Carpenter movie on 4K. And next up is another one that I don't have, but I'm going to call it out. The Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2 4Ks are in this sale right now currently for $18.49. So that's 2 movies in 4K for $18.49. So I thought that was such a great deal, too good to pass up for sure. Now I would get that, but I actually have the 101 Films version of the Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2 on 4K, so I have no need to get this. But I've heard from many people that the 4Ks of these movies look great. They're 80s slashers. I'm sure they look phenomenal on 4K, so I wanted to call those out. I got 4 more to get into, guys. This is the cream of the crop. Like, this 4K is one of the best 4Ks I've ever seen in my entire life. And it is $18.49 in the sale. That is a freaking steal. The Creep Show 4K, guys. The Creep Show 4K is $18.49. This thing's incredible. Just look at the back right there. This thing is jam-packed, fully loaded with all kinds of incredible features. And I'm pretty sure this has got like a making of, documentary as well. You got 3 audio commentaries here. Yeah, I don't know if it's got a making of, but it's got tons of special features and interviews and things like that. It's a new 4K scan from the original camera negative. It's got Dolby Vision. It's got HDR. And you want to talk about a movie that can benefit from Dolby Vision and HDR and the colors and the range of colors. It's Creepshow. Like, this movie's got so many like great, like beautiful, bright, vivid colors like there, just with that comic book, like graphic novel aesthetic to it, how it kind of switches from a movie to a comic book. Really cool how it does it. But one of the greatest horror anthologies of all time, just anyway, such a great movie Creepshow is. I love Creepshow too, and I'm definitely excited to potentially get that 4K from Arrow Video, but Creepshow, oh my God, this is a classic. This is an OG directed by George Romero. From the mind of Stephen King, he wrote this movie, all the anthology stories. So this is like a match made in heaven. But 1849, I can't get over it because this is such a great movie, such a great 4K, such great value in this set right here for 1849. Next up, guys, is my favorite Child's Play movie, and that is Child's Play 2. Now, there are multiple Child's Play films, I believe, for 1849 in this sale, but I think of the original trilogy, there's just this one in the sale. Maybe Child's Play 3 is in there, and I would recommend that as well. That was a great addition too. But Child's Play 2, I think of the 3 original Child's Play movies, looks the best in 4K. I think it looks the best. And I'm teasing you with this exclusive artwork from Screen Factory because I got this when it first came out. I pre-ordered this from Screen Factory and we got these like exclusive slipcovers. I don't think they're still available. So if you get this, you'll just get the original poster art, which is this right here, which is fine. But Child's Play 2, like that doll maze sequence at the end looks so freaking good in 4K. It's unbelievable how good that looks. But yeah, and I just love Child's Play 2. I think this is like top 10 slashers of all time for me. This is the best that Chucky has ever been. It's the best that Andy ever was, and I love the character of Kyle too. And it's got some of the best, most creative kills in it, and just some of the most iconic like one-liners from Chucky as well. So yeah, Child's Play 2 looks so good on 4K. And this has got, I think they put, all brand new features here. You got an interview with Alex Vincent. You got an interview with Don Mancini. You got an interview with David Kirshner. You got an interview with actress Christina Lease, who plays Kyle. So yeah, this is really the definitive set and edition for Child's Play 2, and I highly recommend it. And that's going for $18.49 right now, currently on the Screen Factory website. Now there is an Arrow video version of this, but I think it's probably going for quite a bit more than this is. If the box set's still available, or maybe there's a standard edition available. I don't know. It was over in the UK, but I did get it. But Carrie, talk about a movie that it just continues to like move up on my list of favorite horror movies of all time. This might be in my top 10. It's my favorite Brian De Palma movie, and he's got so many great bangers, guys. So many great bangers. But I fall in love with this movie like over and over again, like even more so every single time I watch it. I love this movie so much. That's why I had to get the Arrow 4K too. But this is a really great addition. And I think the Arrow 4K in this one, they got the same features. Like the Arrow 4K just borrowed the features from the Screen Factory 4K. So it's got really good features on it. It's pretty loaded as well. 2-disc set, but you got tons of special features and materials in here. And this thing looked gorgeous in 4K. I remember the Arrow video version running at a slightly higher bit rate, but like honestly, guys, like most people aren't going to be able to tell those kind of small details. And this looked phenomenal. I reviewed it back in the day. I was very favorable on this on my review for this movie. And yeah, the prom sequence, oh my freaking God. That delivered like no other. All the fire, the blood, just the aesthetic of the prom and the outfits and the lights and all that stuff looks so good in 4K. It makes me extremely excited for the potential of Prom Night to come to 4K, especially if Synops is doing this because they do such a good job with 4Ks. But this, back to Carrie, looks so good in 4K. And the aesthetic that Brian, just the dreamlike aesthetic of some of the sequences in this movie looks so good on 4K. So I can't recommend Carrie on 4K enough. The Steelbook is available in the sale as well. It's going for $19.99, which is also a good deal. But this is $18.49, and this movie's so good. One of my favorites of all time. And the 4K is fantastic. So absolutely 100% recommend Carrie for $18.49 in this sale. And last up, guys, oh, surprise, surprise. We've got another John Carpenter movie, and that is The Fog on 4K. Is currently going for $18.49 in the sale. What can you say about The Fog? I have kind of a complicated relationship with this movie. The first time I ever watched it, back when I was like, I don't know, 14 or 15, it scared the crap out of me. It really got under my skin. But recently, like in recent years, when I watched this movie, I'm just like, okay, well, none of the characters are really that interesting. I don't really get it. I don't really care about anybody in this movie. But then more recently, when I watched it, I'm like, none of that really matters. This is just a fun, like, ghost story. And it's really about the vibe and the mood and the aesthetic of the film. And if you just allow it to if you just allow yourself to become fully immersed in the movie and just really get into it, and you got that great John Carpenter score, which is one of his best, you can really get into this movie and just appreciate it on a whole new level. So yeah, I just think the atmosphere, the chilling atmosphere in this movie is incredible. And when you watch it, like it feels like Halloween time. Like I like to watch this around September to prep for the Halloween season. It just gets me in the mood. But yeah, The Fog is one of the best. And the 4K looks so good. It looks, and I've said that for all these, but so good. Like it's crazy how cheap these are, because a lot of these came out, they were 33, 34 bucks. Now they're mostly $18.49 and $17.49 is all the editions that I recommended here today. But yeah, The Fog, guys, on 4K is spectacular. All these guys, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with any of these. They're great. Maybe you can go wrong with Prince of Darkness. I haven't seen that, and the Slumber Party Massacre, but all the rest of them, guys, like I've seen them personally. I reviewed most of these, and they are great 4Ks and totally worth the $18.49 price point. So I will link this sale down below. Now, I get nothing for this, guys. I get nothing for the promotion of the Screen Factory sale. Screen Factory sends me nothing. I don't get any money. I don't get any support from Screen Factory. I'm just doing it because I want you guys to get a good deal. Okay. That is why I'm making this video. So thank you all again for watching. Again, I'll link the sale down below. All my other links, my Instagram and other social media links are down below as well. But comment, subscribe, like the video, turn on bell notifications for all future videos, and we'll see you next time.